February events coming to Pokemon Go. It's a brand new month, which means new raids, spotlight hours, and other great content for February of 2024, so let's dive into all the important details you need to know. Starting with the spotlight hours, these will occur between 6 and 7 p.m., usually on every Tuesday of the month, and we'll start with Giratina on February 6th, where the bonus will be double XP for catching Pokemon. For the second spotlight hour, we're getting Muna next on February 13th, which will gift double catch candy, and finally to end the month, we'll be getting both Sandshrew and Alolan Sandshrew on February 27th, which will gift double transfer candy plus a small chance to get rare XL candy for transferring Pokemon. So yes, we'll only be getting 3 spotlight hours this month. Moving on to the 5-star raids, we're getting a ton of Sinnoh Legendaries this month, which will start with Darkrai on February 15th to February 20th, and we'll learn the move Sludge Bomb during its raid hour on February 19th. We'll then be getting 6 Legendaries appearing the next 4 days after that, starting with Cresselia from February 20th to the 21st, which will learn Grass Knot February 20th during its raid hour. Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf will all be available following that from February 21st to February 22nd. So depending on your location, Uxie will be in the Asia Pacific region, Mesprit will be in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India, and Azelf will be in the Americas and Greenland. From February 22nd to the 23rd, we'll have Heatran, who will also learn the move Magnastorm during its raid hour on February 22nd. Origin Form Giratina will be next from February 23rd to February 26th and can learn Shadow Force during its raid hour on February 23rd. We'll then have the exclusive raid bosses Dialga, Palkia, as well as their Origin forms, both appearing in 5-star raids during the Sinnoh Global Tour on February 24th and 25th. And yes, each of these legendaries will have their shinies available as well, so I highly recommend participating to get some pretty good ones here. And finally, to end the month, we'll have both Cresselia and Heatran again and appearing at the same time from February 26th until March 1st. So just remember that if you want these legendaries to learn their exclusive legacy moves, they will only have them when caught during their raid hours, so make sure you pay attention to the dates and times listed below. Moving on to the Mega Raids, we'll have 4 being featured this month, where Mega Latias and Latios are kicking it off and will be available January 31st through February 15th. Following those two, we'll have Mega Absol finally back in the rotation from February 15th until February 22nd, and to round out the month, Mega Garchomp is coming back from February 22nd until March 1st. A new change we're getting this month is that Elite Raids are making their return, which will feature Incarnate Form Enamorus on February 14th during these times shown below. Yes, February 14th is Valentine's Day, so unfortunately it's only available during this holiday, so I don't know, maybe take your Valentine on a raid date and maybe a nice dinner after. Now, in addition to all these raids, Shadow Articuno will be back in Tier 5 Shadow Raids, so if you're looking to get a Shadow Articuno or missed out on a good one these past few times, you can try to get another one on the weekends, and it must be done in person, so no, a remote raid pass will not work. Now, for the last few details of February, we'll have the regular events. So starting it off on February 4th, we're hopping right into the Chansey Community Day, which will take place between 2 and 5 p.m. So if you evolve Chansey into Blissey during this event, it will learn the featured move Wild Charge. Immediately following that, we're getting the Lunar New Year Dragons Unleashed event from February 5th until February 11th, which, as the name suggests, will feature various dragon Pokemon and even have Drampa, which is making its debut. Once this event's over, we'll have a Go Battle Day on February 10th, followed by a Hisuian Decidueye Raid Day on February 11th, which will give you fantastic odds at getting a shiny. From February 13th to February 15th, the Carnival of Love event will take place around Valentine's Day, where Enamorus will also be available in Elite Raids on February 14th. We'll then have Pokémon Go Sinnoh Tour officially beginning in Los Angeles February 16th to February 18th, where everyone will then have access to the Road to Sinnoh event that will begin February 19th until February 23rd. And finally, to end the month, we'll have the Global Sinnoh Tour taking place February 24th and 25th, which will have a crazy amount of habitat featured Pokemon, Origin Form Dialga and Palkia, as well as Shiny Shaman.